What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Björk, Big Time Sensuality. This is a request by Motomac. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. He said that this is Björk's first music video after her leaving the Sugar Cubes. It went viral before becoming viral was a thing. I guess one could say in 90s speak, it went full-blown rotation on MTV. That sounds awesome. I've read or heard the name a couple of times, but I've never actually heard a song by her, or it seems like she was part of a group, the Sugar Cubes, before. Also haven't heard anything by them before, so I'm really excited to experience her for the first time. If you want to be like Motomac and support me at my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content and also some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it. All right. Okay, it's got a little grit in her voice. This definitely has a very 90s sound to it. And she's also got a very 90s hairstyle. It was pretty cool. Okay. She's got energy. very interesting because it mixes like pop and dance with a lot of theatricality. Hard word for me to pronounce, sorry. This was very cool. This had a very fun vibe while being pretty nostalgic, very bright and joyful, and of course rhythm driven, very danceable, something that could get you moving. And while it's musically like very 90s dance pop, especially through the delivery, it also gives me kind of an art pop vibe with a very expressive vocal delivery, kind of theatrical. Also her whole performance in the video almost seems a little eccentric. It's playful but also very unique, the way she sings with a lot of different styles and deliveries, sometimes more soft, then also putting some grit in her voice, singing a little raspier, a little more intense and energetic. But then especially towards the end of the song, she also has some more like whispered lines. So there are moments that feel more haunting and some moments that feel more dramatic, and all that on this forward pushing 90s dance beat is pretty cool. I also think it's very interesting that the music is, like I said, very forward pushing and groovy with those nice bass grooves and those synth textures, but then her voice has like a lot of reverb, which just the mix of the vocals into this typical 90s sound almost gives me more like 80s vibes. Just the how the voice is mixed into the production and has those effects, those sounds that sound very haunting with the reverb and all the room she has for her voice. Obviously it's not the time or the music genres I know most of, because throughout most of the time, 80s and 90s, I wasn't even born, but still I've heard some of the songs from this time period, but I don't think I've heard something like this, this mix of dance pop and art pop, very expressive singing and also performing, and then this kind of 80s sound in the mix is very unique, at least for me. I don't know if that's like a whole genre that sounds like this. I think it's also a little hypnotic and mesmerizing through the repetition and the looping of the beat and the intentionally relatively flat dynamics in the music. At least it's definitely focusing on the groove, on the vibe, and mostly creating variations and slight build-ups through her vocal delivery. So that's pretty cool, and that gives a lot of focus on her singing, and she obviously seems like a great singer. The way she can control her voice in different ways is pretty cool. I think it's also very fitting, at least to the title of the song, having like sensuality in it, and the way she delivers is also a little bit sensual. So I think that's a nice connection too. So I think maybe besides expressive, confident could be a great word to describe her vocal delivery, if you know what I mean. It's like feeling that she's confidently expressing herself through the way she sings, almost sounding spontaneous and definitely very authentic. And obviously, because of the title, the lyrics also revolve around this sensuality. I think it's maybe talking about some kind of relationship. My first thought while reading the lyrics right now are, of course, like it could be some kind of sexual relationship or romantic relationship, but it could also be like friendship or something. But whatever sensuality is meant by her, please let me know if you know it. It's presented as something nice, something exciting, but she also describes it as something that needs courage. So I think that might fit to the delivery I talked about, sounding kind of confident. So maybe it's also a little bit about confidence and being comfortable with yourself. If it's something about a sexual relationship, it could mean something like being comfortable with your body to be able to open up to other people. So if that's meant, that's also a cool message, saying that sensuality and with that happiness comes from self-acceptance, self-connection, being comfortable and confident with yourself rather than like being dependent on the approval of others. And by that, being able to experience excitement and enjoy things, enjoy sensuality. Thank you very much, Motomech, for this request. I enjoyed it a lot. It put me in a very good mood. It's a great groove, a great vibe, very playful, a lot of fun, also pretty nostalgic, this 90s dance pop, but in a very special, very unique way, with her being a very expressive artist, it seems like, through the performance in the music video, but also through the vocal delivery, changing between haunting sounds, kind of gritty and raspy singing, some more conversational, some more whispered, and some more theatrical passages, and all that on like a very mesmerizing and hypnotic beat with a very steady and danceable pulse that's pushing forward. And I think that's very unique. It's something I've not heard before, like connecting this lighthearted dance pop with some kind of artistic edge it still has, and all that while just being a lot of fun. Please let me know what other songs by her I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.